Last update I gave you guys was probably around 6 months into my BraidLoc journey, and so now that I'm 3 years in, I just wanted to give you guys some updates regarding the condition of my hair and the changes that it has made, and just a recap of everything that's going on with my BraidLocs. Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. It's your girl, just rellajolocd. So I wanted to welcome all of my new subscribers as well as my old, and thank you for coming back to my channel. So I just wanted to give you guys just a quick little, update regarding my hair and the state that it currently is in. I know the last update I gave you guys was probably around 6 months into my BraidLoc journey, and so now that I'm 3 years in, I just wanted to give you guys some updates regarding the condition of my hair and the changes that it has made, and just a recap of everything that's going on with my BraidLocs. So again, just a quick little recap and summary of how I started my BraidLocs for anyone that is new, that is watching. I started my BraidLoc journey on January 1st of 2018. I started installing my braids on around Thanksgiving weekend of 2017, and I didn't finish until January 1st at midnight. So I used the sister-in-law method when it comes to doing the installation process. So I used divided my hair into sections. I did 1, 2, and 3, so 2 on the sides, 1 down the middle, as well as dividing my hair into halves, so 1 and 2 in the back. So each section after that was divided into halves, so every portion that was divided, so this portion there and here was divided in half. And when I did the braiding, I started in the back, so I did work my way up to the front, and each section that I made in from that half sections was divided in half. So say that this part here was divided into 2s, and then each section actually had about 10 locks or braids that I had braided in that little section of that half portion, if that makes any sense. I'm sorry. I will probably insert a picture of my method somewhere in this video, so you guys can see what I'm trying to explain to you, if it doesn't make any sense. Okay. I did the 4-part method to lock up my new growth, and I just used a little tool that I had made, that a lot of people have made or have used and made themselves, just because the locking tools that I did purchase, I purchased a few from Amazon. They were just way too big for my hair, and so I made one that was a lot smaller, and I gotten that one from like Walmart in the arts and crafts section. And I just opened up the little needle and made it a little bit bigger so that my braids could actually slide through. And I used that to do the interlocking process. And then later on into like the next year into my BraidLoc journey, I actually invested in the old locker, which I currently still use. I use the micro and the small lock tool that they have. When it came to doing the retightening process for the first time that I did the interlock method, I did wait a little too long when it came to doing that interlocking of my new growth. And I also waited too long to wash my hair, just because I know how my hair is. I think I waited at least 2 months to actually wash my hair after doing the installation. And by that time, my hair was flaking really, really bad, even though I had already started the process of just using shampoo only when it came to transitioning my hair into being prepared for locks. At that point, I think that was maybe around September or October when I started doing that. That way my hair wouldn't be a shock once I started washing my hair with the braids and trying to start the whole locking process. But when it came to actually that first month or two of washing my hair, it was a disaster, okay? Because I waited way too long to wash my hair, and then I waited way too long to do the retightening process. And so I had a lot of unraveling, a lot of having to reestablish braids because a lot of them came loose. It was just a mess. And I did lock and bend my hair. I believe I may have shared with you guys that whole process and what happened with my hair, but I'm not even 100% sure on that. But I may insert some pictures to let you guys know what happened, okay? But for those of you who are new with your locks or interested in doing the BraidLoc method to lock in your hair, I do suggest that you you do the braiding and banding when it comes to hair, especially if your hair is anything like mine. I do have very soft, fine, textured hair. I know it does seem a lot thicker right now with the braids, my locks, sorry. And I would say for sure that is one thing that I do absolutely love about having these my braid locks at this point, is that my hair does seem a lot thicker. The only time prior to that when I was loose natural that my hair looked thick is when I would have it in a ponytail with a banana clip, and or if I blow dry my hair, and even then it still looked, you can tell that my hair texture itself was very fine. And so yeah, if you have any hair that similar to mine, I do suggest that you braid and band your hair as well as wash your hair prior to maybe a month after installing your braids. Just that way you don't have to deal with all the extraness of having dry scalp and anything flaking really really bad, because my hair, it was a mess, okay? But anyway, so back to everything. So basically I self-maintained my hair for the first 6 months. After that, I did go to a loctician that was referred to me through a friend of mine. I went to her for about 3 to 4 months, and then after that I stopped going to her because I wasn't really happy with how she was maintaining my hair, and I felt like personally I could have done a better job. For me, it did take me 3 days to finish the whole retightening of my hair, but when I went to her, I know she was still new, like she was a trainee. It literally took her at least 8 to 10 hours to finish my whole entire head, which I guess at that time is to be expected, since at that time I did have about 500 to 600 locks. And even now I still combined a lot of my locks, especially towards my edges. Some of them, after the half of my hair, I made them a lot smaller because I wanted my hair to look, not necessarily look like I made them extra big. So basically when I did the BraidLoc or braiding of my hair, I did smalls and semi-smalls or semi-mediums. I guess you could say semi-mediums, because I wanted basically the middle of my hair to not be as small as the rest of my hair. So basically the middle is bigger than everything else, and then the edges are small, and then like the perimeter, I guess, is a little bit smaller than mediums. And then the medium was in the middle of my hair, so pretty much the most dense part of my hair is the mediums. And even now, like with the loctician that I do go to now, she actually can retighten my hair within about 4 to 5 hours, which is amazing because I can't do that. Even though I did retighten my hair for a little over a year, I had gotten down to maybe like 2 days to finish my retightening. But to be honest with you, I can't sit down long enough to be able to do my hair in one sitting. I can do pretty much half of my hair, so pretty much everything in the back, until I get to the front half of my hair, and that's when I'm like, I'm done. You know, I don't know if it's because of how I did the braiding. Like I said, I did do smalls towards this area of my hair, so it is a lot more lots now than it is, or knots. The how can I say this? The density of the lots is a lot smaller, I guess, in the front of my hair than it is all over. And so the loctician that I go to now, started going to her right before I got married. So I went to her for my bridal shower hairstyle as well as my wedding hairstyle. And I did have a destination wedding, so I actually went to her the day before we headed over to Vegas, where we got married. So my hair was it was still, retightened. I actually had her retighten my hair the week prior, because I don't necessarily like the fresh look of braid of my hair retightened. I like it after like a few days, and so I didn't want that freshly look of a retightened hair for my wedding pictures. And so she tightened my hair that week prior, and then the week of my birthday and my wedding week, I went to her to get my hair styled, and then we just hit the road from there. So I would insert pictures regarding my hairstyles for both my bridal shower as well as my wedding hair. Okay. So for those of you who are now interested in whether or not I still have my braid pattern 3 years in, it is yes and no. So most of my hair has lost the braid pattern. It's just now mainly just the front half that still has the pattern. And even then, let me see, this is one here. It's now just pretty much tips and ends of my hair. So about what's about 3 to 4 inches of my locks that has the braid pattern. After that, it's pretty much gone. Yes, I still have loose curly ends. For the most part, it's mostly, I want to say, centered towards the front of my hair. There's some here, and actually with these two, there is no braid pattern that I can see, but it is loose. Actually, no, I lied there. I'm sorry about that, so disregard that. It is about here, but it looks like I actually twist this one, so I'm not sure if this is one of the lot that was actually combined. Let's see if I can feel anything. I can't feel anything to know for sure, but it does look like it was combined. But at the same time, I'm thinking that this was actually twisted. So once it had unraveled, I just twist that end part after maybe a couple years of my hair being locked. Just because most of that lock is locked, it's up to that portion, and then it looks like it was twisted. So the loose ends have either been rebraided, interlocked, or twisted to pretty much try to get it to lock all the way down to the ends, instead of just letting it be loose. So how do I wash my hair? I wash my hair either weekly or bi-weekly, so once every other week. I don't have a particular shampoo that I like to use. I just use whatever I have laying around. I do still have a lot of shampoo that I had when I was loose natural that I'm trying to get rid of. I gave a lot to my mom or like sisters or cousins that have loose hair, so just to get rid of my hair stash, because it was a lot. Okay. So basically whatever shampoos I decide to keep, I just use that to wash my hair until I get rid of that bottle, and then I just toss it. I do use a clarifying shampoo, so I use that maybe instead of every wash week, I use it every like twice a month maybe. I used to use it every week when I started my locks, but now I kind of just try to use up whatever I have laying around again. So do I use conditioners? Yes and no. Typically, if I use a conditioner, I water it down a lot. That way I don't really contribute, since I still have loose ends. I don't want to disturb those parts to get it to where it starts to unravel even more, or resist the urge of actually locking hair fully locks and I don't have any more loose ends. I may go ahead and introduce it into my hair again more, but now I just use it like completely watered down, and maybe like once or every 2 months or so. It's not that often that I would use it. And I also do not use oil in my hair, just because, again, like I have issues with flaking, and I notice once if I use it, or if my loctician use oil into my hair gets very gray looking quickly, and it also starts flaking pretty much within the 4 to 5 days of having my hair retightened. And even right now, my hair is about a week post being retightened, and I do have flaking going on. So personally, I don't typically use it. Sometimes I may, and then if I do, it's probably like once a month, and it's just to kind of, refresh my hair. And if I do, I use jojoba oil, or something light like that. I think that is about it that I want to say about my hair. I will go ahead and give you guys a 360. That way you can see exactly where I am and how long my hair has gotten, because it has definitely grown a lot, especially within the last year. And I actually look forward to seeing how fast my hair grows this year, with going into the 4th year, starting January 2022. So yeah, so this is my hair. This is everything pulled to the front now. Okay, so it pretty much stop past my armpit in the front. This is the side. Okay, so this is my hair, and I am completely satisfied and happy with the process so far. and I'm happy that I went ahead and did my locks and didn't let anybody tell me differently, because like I said, I did toy with the idea for about 2 years prior to doing the whole locking, and just and I did let people at that time talk me out of doing it, because it basically was like, oh, you don't want to permanently lock your hair, you know, you want to, you know, just get like some faux locks and do it that way. I didn't like the faux locks personally. I did do it one time, and after that I was like, no, I'd rather just lock my hair. So you know, if you are someone who are interested in locking your hair, I say go for it. I personally don't do a lot of styling with my hair, but been having smaller locks, and especially regardless if it's, even if you have bigger locks or whatever, traditional locks or sister locks or braid locks, twist locks, any of those type of locking methods, it is very versatile no matter what size you have. But I do feel like having smaller locks, it is a lot more versatile, and you can do a lot of pretty much similar same hairstyle that you would with being loose natural. I'm just a lazy person when it comes to styling my hair, and so I typically just do braid outs and walk around my hair natural, just no style, just down, or in a ponytail. But typically, this is how my hair is most of the time that you see me. Occasionally, again, it is in a braid out. But if you guys are interested in some type of styling video, let me know. I will go ahead and try to record that for you guys. If you have any questions regarding my hair, any advice that you would like to know, or any advice that you would like for me to give, just go ahead and leave those down in the comment box, and I'll be happy to you know, make another video regarding like any advice or updates or anything that you guys would like to see. All right, thank you for watching, and see you guys later. Say hi to the people. Bye guys.